5 ways to determine the sex of a baby before it is born. The sex of your baby can be determined in a variety of ways before birth. Here are 5 methods for determining your baby's sex. Ultrasound. Ultrasound is the most commonly used method for determining a baby's sex. A healthcare professional will use a handheld device known as a transducer to transmit high-frequency sound waves through the abdomen and into the uterus during an ultrasound. These sound waves produce an image of the baby on a monitor, which can be used to determine the baby's gender. Although this method is frequently accurate, it is not without flaws. Amniocentesis. Amniocentesis is a medical procedure in which a needle is inserted through the abdomen and into the uterus to collect a small sample of amniotic fluid. This fluid contains baby cells, which can be examined to determine the sex of the baby. Amniocentesis is usually done in the second trimester of a pregnancy and is thought to be extremely accurate in determining the gender of the baby. Complications are unlikely, but it is a more invasive procedure. Chorionic villus sampling, CVS. A small sample of placenta cells is also taken for examination during this medical procedure. Chorionic villus sampling, like amniocentesis, is typically performed in the second trimester of pregnancy and is thought to be extremely accurate in determining the sex of the fetus. It carries a higher risk of complications and is more invasive. Blood test. Several blood tests can be used to determine your baby's sex before birth. These tests check the levels of certain hormones or proteins in the mother's blood. These tests can be carried out earlier in pregnancy and are thought to be quite safe, though they are not as accurate as ultrasound, amniocentesis, or CVS. Old wives' tales. Several old wives' tales claim to be able to predict a baby's sex, such as the shape of the mother's belly or the baby's position during pregnancy. These methods, however, are not supported by scientific evidence and should not be used to correctly guess your baby's gender. Only medical testing, such as ultrasound, amniocentesis, or CVS, can reliably determine your baby's gender. These procedures are usually suggested for couples with a family history of specific genetic disorders that can be inherited by a baby of a specific sex. If you are not considering any of these medical treatments and simply want to know the sex, you may have to wait until the baby is born to find out. Regardless of the baby's gender, it's important to remember that every baby is unique and loved. The most important thing, regardless of whether your new baby is a boy or a girl, is to have a healthy pregnancy and to prepare for their birth. Like our content. Help us grow by subscribing to our channel. Your support means the world to us.